Hi, it's your boy Ananias Gebhardt, here to answer all the questions that I asked you to ask last time. Yes, we get into it straight away. Here is one from, my role model, Colin Benjamin. If you hear the name Wakaduku, what comes to your mind? To be honest, I know Wakaduku is a stadium or a city somewhere, but for me, is where we started playing football in Shandubala. There was a small turf behind our houses, so that's where we basically, do street soccer. We played there barefoot on a gravel, basically, which is, if you go there right now, you'll ask yourself, how did these guys even play football on this? Because it's a very, the turf there, it's not conducive to play football on, so yeah. Next one is, other than being in the pitch, when are you the most happiest? This is Twaindila. Yeah, if I'm on the pitch, I enjoy spending time with my friends. I don't have that much, a whole lot of friends, but I make sure I keep up. And if, for example, recently they came to visit, two of my close friends came to visit me there in South Africa. We spent quality time together. So yeah, other than that, as you know, it's just with the teammates we are more than we are with our own families. So like I'm based that side. So yeah, hopefully basically my friends are the ones that I spend or that I enjoy spending time with. What sacrifices did you make to end up where I am today? Okay, basically it's a whole lot of hard work, dedication and discipline. So with the three mentioned, I've always made sure that my focus was on whenever the opportunity arises, I was always going to be ready. So I made sure that I stayed away from the wrong buddies. I stayed away from the nightclubs, from partying, unnecessarily drinking. As we speak, I don't consume any alcohol, I don't smoke. So I made sure I stayed away, even though I grew up in the, the hostile communities around. I grew up in Okahanja and moved to Shandubala. But I managed to keep a cool head, to stay away from the alcohol and drug abuse. So as much as there is peer pressure, you will want to stay away from that if you really want to make it in life. It's not just in football alone, but in life in general. So as a sportsman also, you don't want to be consuming any alcohol because it will just hamper your career. It can shorten it, or you will never be fit enough to play. So yeah. Can I have your old soccer boots? Let's see, it's queuing up. And then there is Kulani. Who was your favorite soccer player growing up? As a youngster, I looked up to Colin Benjamin. As he went to Europe, I always wanted him to, I was basically doing whatever he was doing abroad, I was trying, and there will be times that we'll be this side from Germany, and I'll be telling, the younger brother is basically my close friend, so I will be telling him, hey, bruh, make sure when the main man is around, you let me know, just so I can be close to him, so I can see what he's doing, how he eats, whether he eats pape no shikandela that I like, what he really does. So that's basically, Colin Benjamin, I grew up watching. The good thing is I even get the opportunity to talk to him myself. We conversate, he gives me advices. So yeah, that's what's up. And then we go to, who's your favorite Hope Soul player? Yeah, my favorite Hope Soul player is my cousin. I haven't watched any games yet, but I'll give it to my cousin, Emmanuel Ims Junior Mulunga. So he's my favorite, yeah. Sports with Ndeshi, I think, but it's yeah. What is your take on women football in Namibia? To be honest, yeah, there is a bit of progress in terms of development. We have Zeneta that's playing abroad, so that should be a motivation to all the other girls that want to go into football, that want to play football. And in general, I would love to see many companies also sponsoring the Women's League so that they can also come to the level where the guys league, the NPL league is. So I don't want to see whereby there's a huge difference, because I mean, in a whole lot of stuff, if you check the gender-wise, the guys are always tend to be dominating in terms of sports, while it's basically the same sport. So I want them to come up and then have the same ground, basically, when it comes to payment, when it comes to traveling. I mean, you can't have the guys flying, for example, and then the ladies take bus. It's not relevant enough. So yeah, I would want them to step up the game in terms of when it comes to the administrative work. Yeah, just, you know, so that they can put in much more development into the game of the women. Yep. Okay, Shopola, is it important to train hard in terms of on off season? Yeah, with that, you know, you have to be very strategic with it. Like now, we're currently in off season. I basically took 3 days off, and then I started yesterday. So I just like to keep active. It's difficult for me to stay completely off. Right now I'm just doing a whole lot of weightlifting, so that I can, you know, build up a bit, and then also combined with a bit of agility work and a whole lot of mobility work, basically, and stretching the body. But definitely I will advise you never to keep off, whether it's off season or in season. Always try and make time so that you can hit the gym. I mean, that's the only way you can actually become a better player, is when your body is fit, when your body is strong. It can withstand the storm, because, you know, when you hit the ground running and you are not strong, and you are not, that's where you get the unnecessary small muscle injuries. But if you have that defense mechanism in you, which is the gym, basically your foundation is proper, you have a strong trunk, which is your core. I mean, you can definitely do so keep training, never stop training. Please, one last thing, get yourself some gym equipment, even within, get it by your place, get dumbbells, get, you know, there's a whole lot of small equipment that you can get, that you can actually make a whole lot out of at home. Yep. How to stay consistent in every game? Yeah, with that also, consistency is basically trying to always go back to your previous game, watch the highlights. I mean, we are fortunate enough that our games are always televised, so we go back, we do memorandum, we see, okay, where you can improve and where you can do better. So going into the next game, you already know that, okay, now when I was in this situation, I was supposed to take a few more seconds on the ball, or I was supposed to release it faster. So you just try and imitate or do better in the other game. So that's where the consistency comes. You'll see game by game, you'll be growing as a player, you'll be improving your style of play as well. And also watching your favorite players, also trying to, you know, learn a trick or two from them. Yeah, that's for you, Shopola Junior. Shopola, what does it take to play out of Namibia? Yeah, I think I touched on that. It's basically, the most important thing is you have to be disciplined, you have to be a hard worker, you have to fight at your current club so that you can make it to the national team, because the national team is basically the pass outside. If you see or look at a whole lot of players that make it out of their countries, it's players that played or that are playing for their national teams. Because the other countries, if you don't play for your national team, they basically don't rate you. As Namibia in general, if you go outside and you tell, if they ask where you're from, you tell them Namibia, they basically don't know where we are even on the map. So you have to make sure that you play on for the national team, and that's where you will get scouted most of the time. And also, as you know, we don't have much agents here, if we do have agents in the country. So with that said, make sure you work hard, you get into the national team, and that's when your boarding pass is to go play outside. Yep, that's Shopola again. Shopola, you have very nice questions, my guy. Big ups, shout out, Shopola Junior. Okay, we come to T Nambambi 95. What advice do you have for any sports person out there trying to make it big? Yeah, like I said earlier as well, when it comes to this sports thing, is always make sure you are ready for the next opportunity, because that's when your success will come. Go prepare yourself, so that you can be able to be ready for the next opportunity, and then you'll be successful. I mean, say for example, you get a team now or an agent now that says, no, come for trials, and then you are not fit. I mean, it's just, you are wasting time. But if you was fit and you are ready, I mean, the possibility is very high for you to make it by the trial. So stay fit, stay healthy, stay out of trouble, and be disciplined. Okay, Tang Mulundu. Are you on TikTok? Nope, unfortunately. Twaindila. But why did they put a comma in the middle anyway? At the top of your head, how many followers do you have? Probably 3,200 on Instagram or 3,300. I'm not sure. Okay, Nike, Adidas or Puma? Nike all day, every day. How often do you work out? I just woke up. Today, basically, my schedule today, I woke up at 6. I was in the gym at 7. And then I had another interview with my previous coach, Coach Manetti, at 10. And now I'm here by the Hope Soul. So I basically train every day. It's a lifestyle. I can't without training, to be honest. That's just who I am. Okay, I wanted to ask, this is from, it's Ches William. I wanted to ask, when is it possible to join any team this week or month? The contact sport is off, so I mean, we are on lockdown level 1 or 2, I'm not sure, but yeah, there's no contact sport, so we can't join any teams as the teams are closed. How can I work on improving myself? Basically, I also just mentioned it earlier. Make sure you work hard on improving yourself. Say for example, you have your right foot that's not proper. Try and get a pitch as much as it's difficult. For us, actually, we have the luxury back to the keys. When you go to the stadium, it's always open, so we go back, we go do shooting drills, passing drills on your own, just to improve your weaker point, your weaker foot, or whatever part of you is weak in the game. You improve on that, whether it's scoring, you do scoring. If it's crossing, you do a bit of crossing. And yeah, that's how you improve yourself, by doing it repeatedly every day. Yeah. How does one gain fitness? Because I've been trying from January, but I'm still unfit. Most importantly, it depends what type of food you also take. You can't say, for example, you train so hard, but you go eat fat cakes, let me say. Or you train hard and then you go eat bread and Porsche chips. It's not gonna help you. Make sure you try and get your greens in, you get your carbohydrates in, which is your pastas, which is your vegetables. Make sure you drink a whole lot of water, and yeah, just stay hydrated. Make sure you are not, how must I put it, drinking a whole lot of fizzy stuff, because I totally don't drink it. I also cut that out completely. So stay away from this fizzy stuff, because it's not proper for you. And that's basically why you really don't get food. Coca-Cola, all the fizzy drinks, stay away from them. How do you feel being Baroka FC captain? Actually, it's a huge honor for me to be awarded the armband by the chairman. And it's always, you know, we thank God for the opportunity that we got to go play outside. But just the fact that you keep on working hard, you stay disciplined, you stay dedicated to your craft, I mean, the rewards will come with time. So yeah, I'm very happy, I'm honored, and yeah, I never take it for granted. That's about it. Yeah, this is Ananias Gebhardt, and this was Questions with Your Brave Warrior Stars. Peace out.